Previously, after getting betrayed by their own party, Jinwoo and Jinho were trapped in a boss room, but Jinwoo hunted down the boss spider himself. So when Dong-suk and his party came back with the hope of seeing Jinwoo and Jinho's dead body, they got surprised that they survived, so Dong-suk wanted to kill both of them with his own hands. So when his mage attacked Jinwoo, he got an urgent quest from the system, that is to kill Dong-suk and his party, confusing as it was. It was like the system itself wants Jinwoo to survive and become stronger for some reason, but the way Jinwoo killed them, it personally gave me goosebumps.
残念なことを教えてやろう。俺はな。
And the brother of Dong-suk was a S-rank hunter and now he wants to kill his brother's killer. Then the report of this raid got to Jinchul at the Hunter HQ. He saw that only a D and E rank hunter survived from a C rank dungeon raid, and Jinho had expensive gear. So Jinchul didn't see anything odd with it, but when he heard Jinwoo was the survivor and the man who was killed was Dong-suk, Dong-suk's brother, he realized the mess. But our boy returned home with a treat to make his sister happy. Jinwoo tells Jina that he earned enough money to cover for their mother's hospital bills. So Jina thought Jinwoo must have gotten a nice and strong party that his raid got smooth and he earned a big time, and that recalled how Jin had to kill those 6 persons heartlessly. And the worst thing was that Jinwoo didn't hesitate to kill even though they were people, not some magic beasts, but it won't matter. Jinwoo wants to focus on getting stronger to defend his family in the future, so he takes a sip of beer to relax, but the system thought Jinwoo just took a bit of poison and cured the alcohol. So he drinks again and the system shows the same thing again, so Jinwoo goes back to his room and emptied the beer cans, and yet Jinwoo didn't get drunk. He saw that he had the blessings of health and longevity, plus it cures toxic and abnormal conditions on his body, and Jinwoo then realized that he got his limbs back because of this blessing. But then Jina called Jinwoo because he got a call from Jinho. Jinho called out Jinwoo to a cafe to thank him and to discuss some important stuffs. He wants Jinwoo to join his strike team. But Jinwoo declines, so Jinho asked to accompany him just through 19 C-rank raids. Jinwoo immediately knew he's trying to make a guild, so Jinho explains that he needs 20 successful raids. Yesterday was the first. Jinho is a kid of a rich father and wants to become a guild master to protect his company. As dangerous as it is, Jinwoo saw why they need a guild. The dungeons are filled with mana crystal and also the essence stone they get from monsters. All of it are valuable in this world, and not to mention the monster body. Everything in the dungeon has values, so having a guild is pretty nice business, and Jinho's father wants to get an S-rank hunter to act as a guild master. But there's only 7 S-rank in the entire South Korea, and if they exclude Min Ryung who retired, that counts 6, and all 6 S-rank are in the guild. Which means his father wants to poach one from a guild, but it could result in making enemies with that guild, which is why he wants Jinwoo for strike team. Because Jinho planned to become guild master, Jinho knew Jinwoo also needs help for the raids while hiding his powers, so it's win-win situation, but to make it more convincing, Jinho showed the legal papers of the guild building that has the value of 30 billion, and he offers it to Jinwoo in return for 19 raids. But Jinwoo knew he's the only person in the world who could grow powerful, and one day he could even surpass an S rank, so 30 billions is a cheap stake, so he rejected the offer. So Jinho promised he won't ever tell anyone about Jinwoo and his powers, but it wasn't convincing enough, and Dong-soo got the report from Laura about Jinho and Jinwoo. He wanted to kill both of them, but if a country is in an extradition treaty for Hunter's crime, then he could face a trial, and if there is no treaty, Dong-soo could be sent for prosecution in his country, but there will still be room to reduce his sentence, so he freed his time from his schedule to kill Jinho and Jinwoo. But Jinwoo was spending his days living a normal life and goes out to jog with his sister. But he goes ahead of Jina and saw counting was still going above 10 kilometers, so he wondered why. Then Jinwoo did the double of his training and again runs out just when Jina caught up to him. And when all of the daily training were completed in double the amount, the daily quest became a secret quest. It gives him the option to receive 2 boxes, and Jinwoo chose the blessed box, from which he got another key to the demon castle where he can get elixir of life while clearing out the castle. It can cure any illness, and Jinwoo wants his mother to wake up from eternal sleep. So he used the key to open up the gate, but the difficulty level was at the S rank, but still he heads into the hell and prepared himself to leave with the teleport stone if things go south. But the entrance of the hell tower was guarded by the Cerberus and the name was written in red color. which means its difficulty level is too high. Even so, Jinwoo decided to become stronger and heads in for the battle. He scratched that runt many times, but it barely did some damage. So Jinwoo used a skill to strike fear into it, but Cerberus repels it with its roar. So Jinwoo stabbed the runt, but it made him more angry. The buff from Snake Dagger didn't have an effect, and the runt caught Jinwoo and bit off its arm. His HP was going down fighting the thing. And Runt just used a rage skill to double his power for 3 minutes. It was already stronger and now it's even beyond. Jinwoo used recovery to restart his stats from full power. But the Cerberus was simply too powerful this time, so he runs out to hide as his HP is nearing the end. He needs to last for 3 minutes of his rage, but it's still dangerous. But when he wanted to teleport, that runt attacked him, and Jinwoo lost his last chance to escape. He didn't have anything in him, so he remembered the shop and bought a few healing potion. But it didn't recover his HP to the amount needed, but there he saw the poison from the snake boss he got. So he used the poison to activate his blessing that cures poison and improves regeneration, and Jinwoo took advantage of it as a healing potion, but the Cerberus once again caught him. The rage had wore off, so Jinwoo again tries to deal some damage, but while doing so, he was caught by it, and even while he was in its mouth. Jinwoo kept stabbing the runt with his dagger until he killed the thing off. That was one hell of a fight he endured, but the leveling up healed all of his injuries again. And that gave him many rewards, one of which was the formula for the elixir of life, so Jinwoo knew climbing the Hell Tower was a death wish for now. But he will return soon when he becomes more powerful. And that is where the episode 7 of our solo leveling ends. If you haven't seen previous episodes of this anime, then go to the playlist section on my channel and go to solo leveling. Please watch all the episodes of this anime to catch up. Until then, take care.